Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we have another One Piece reaction review. This time we're at chapter 1101. So obviously continuing on with the Egghead arc, I'm really excited to see what they're gonna do with this arc going forward. I just checked because I was curious of how many chapters we've been in Egghead, and we started somewhere around 1060. So it's sort of vague. It depends on when you wanna count the end of the Wano arc, just because there's that part where it's like the end of Act 3, but then we're still kind of on Wano, and there's a few like flashbacks to Wano. But it's been about 40 chapters, which is kind of crazy. It hasn't felt that long, and yet it's not like the chapters are dragging it out. Every chapter has been super dense with content, so I'm just excited to see how much more of this backstory we're gonna get. Maybe none. I don't know. That's what I'm kind of. I don't want to say I'm worried about it. I do really want to see stuff back at the island, but like last chapter we saw Kuma going to Goa. It was Goa Kingdom or whatever, and that was just kind of interesting. But anyways, let's actually get into the chapter. So I don't know where the chapter title is, but anyways, first off we have this nice little color spread of all the satellites. So that's pretty cool. They're all pretty close to what I imagined. I mean, there's like a few things where it's just kind of interesting because they're not quite what I had in my mind. But I'll have to try to readjust and make sure I remember those. Um, 3 years ago, Mount Columba. Okay, yeah, so we are getting this. Yeah, and Luffy's here training, I guess. 3 years ago, Mount Columba, Kingdom of Goa in the East Blue, Luffy's hometown. It looks like he's doing a gum gum axe, and it looks like Kuma's watching him from somewhere. Whoa. There's as one of those giant lions and giant or not lions, giant tigers and a giant crocodile are scared of Kuma, and it looks like he's at that point where he's lost a majority of his personality. He's just sort of walking around. Oh, it looks like we're getting a flashback within a flashback. Dragon, you seem familiar with this island. Not only that, but when I went to stretch my legs earlier, I found a remote village on the outskirts. There was a young boy there. And Dragon just says, if you keep talking about this, you may as well kill me yourself. That is pretty intense. Kuma just says, what do you mean? A child is their parents' weak spot. Oh, I didn't expect him to actually say anything about that to Kuma. And he's shocked, obviously, and then he says, I'm sorry, I'll forget what I saw. But he's still sitting here watching Luffy. This is youngish Luffy off to the side. This was 3 years ago, so I guess only a year before Luffy left on his journey. Saying, what an awesome finishing move. I'll save it for when I'm up against a super strong enemy, after I set sail and get my crew. Yeah, Monkey D. Luffy, age 16. I gotta be ready for when someone tries to take them away. I won't ever let that happen. But if anyone tries it, blam! I'll give them a gum axe to the face. Pretty cool, right? Don't worry, I won't eat. I don't eat wimps. As the tiger and lion. Why do I keep saying that? The tiger and the crocodile are off to the side. They're scared of him. Looks like they have bumps on their heads. Has he been practicing against them? Okay. Ring. Oh, that's yeah. Luffy looks, who's there? That must be Kuma's transponders now ringing. Weird, what was that feeling just now? It gave me the chills. I bet there's still some tough opponents around here. I'm gonna whoop them before I set sail. Oh, okay, so we're just kind of skipping ahead a bit. Some pirates fled after raiding a nearby merchant ship. Your orders are to blow those lowlifes out of the water. Kuma, come in. What are you doing? Yeah, and it looks like these Kuma's ship and another ship are fighting against each other. They came out of nowhere, or maybe Kuma's still at the island, and this is just his crew. I'm guessing that's what it is. Maybe they came out of nowhere. We need to get the wounded to the nearest hospital. Okay. I'll go on ahead with them. The rest of you should follow as soon as you can. Thank you so much. We thought they weren't going to make it. Kuma, respond immediately. Turn yourselves in. We didn't mean nothing by it. We'll give back everything. Everybody, fork over your loot. It ain't worth our lives. Yeah, once they realized Kuma was there, they just nope. I mean, he's way powerful. Still very hard to gauge exactly how powerful he is, but it is. The pawpaw fruit's pretty crazy, and he's already like massive. But anyways, he's writing another letter. Dear Bonnie, the world is full of beauty that can't be captured in photos or picture books. I long to see your bright, smiling face as you experience such wonders for yourself. Oh. Meanwhile, in the kingdom of Sorbet. Is it here yet? Is it here yet? Is it here yet? Is it here yet? How about now? Come on. I'm guessing she's just waiting for his letters every single time. This guy's saying, I'm sure he's very busy with work. That or the news coups keep messing up. Bidet said he'd write a whole bunch of letters. Now, dear, letters have to go on a long trek of their own, you know. Are they keeping them? I don't know. I'm trying to think. Are they keeping them from her? But like at the same time, it's true. Like the letter isn't just gonna arrive so easily. And the old lady, I forget her name. Cronny. No, that's not. I don't remember. Was it just Connie? No, I don't know. What she says, one will turn up sooner or later, Bonnie. You'll see. Oh, and there's a news cruise. Flap. What do we have here? A newspaper and another heartwarming letter. Okay, so they're not keeping them from her. I was gonna say that would seem just unnecessarily cruel. Put this in the church mailbox. Yes, ma'am. Is it a letter? Nah, just the morning paper. What? Another one? Yep. How many does this make? He's saying around 10 a month, so that's a fair few. Okay, so they are just keeping them from her just to be needlessly cruel. How's he even finding so much to write about? To Bonnie. Like, how mushy can you get? So they're just needlessly terrible people. One last thing, Bonnie. You're probably sick of me saying this, but I love you so much. I'll be sure to write again soon. Gyo, let's spar. And that's Bonnie using her whatever, her like weird, her power where she can do different future versions of herself, which is a wild power. Again, come on, Bonnie. How about some Jenga instead? I said I want to fight. Bonnie-chan, it's time for your medicine. Oh, and she just beat him to he's absolutely destroyed. Am I imagining things? I could have sworn Bonnie was huge just now. And then this is where she's getting medicine, I guess. Yeah, does this medicine have to be this bitter? No, that just means it's working. Yeah, and obviously she's thinking as if this is just some horrid lemon-flavored placebo. Hey, Granny Connie. Okay, it was Connie. Why are we hiding Bonnie's abilities again? To be safe. You know what they say, a talented hawk hides its claws. Okay, that's interesting. I'm surprised they haven't found out. I don't know. I mean, it's been a good amount of time and they still haven't found out, so that's interesting. Unless they've told Bonnie to keep it a secret, but even then, I'm not sure. Navy Science Division, Lab 08. So this is back at where Egghead will eventually be. Amazing, Doctor. I can't believe you did it. It's still snowy here, so it's just in the last couple years that he made it, changed the weather and everything. Now we just have to lift the brain in the lab using island clouds. You're about half of what you see here is holographic. I plan for Punk Hazard to be like this too, you know. I must admit I admit that cut suits you. I feel light as a feather. Yeah, now he's just got that weird apple hat thing on. But yeah, Stussie's here too. Obviously. I wonder. I guess she's just an assistant here. But Kuma, I heard you're losing your sense of individuality. I wonder which of us has the most checkered fate: the human that lacks free will, or the clone that doesn't. Oh my gosh, why did I struggle through that? Knock it off, Stussie. You're just as human as the rest of us. I mean, yeah, to a certain point, it's like if you've lived your own life for so long, it doesn't really Like, I don't think the genes do that much. And Kuma says, what exactly should I expect when my personality is erased? I'll put it like this. You may already have a reputation for being totally obedient, but what would you do if you were asked to kill a child? What it means is you'll lose not only your memories, but your empathy or humanity holding you back from fulfilling such a command. That being said, you should retain some degree of free will until the process is fully complete. That'll give you roughly 1 more year. Another letter? Yeah, he's just writing them all the time, but she doesn't get them, obviously. I'll keep writing till I run out of time. Bonnie deserves to know how I feel. I want to send her a whole lifetime's worth of before this year is over. How sweet. Bonnie's almost 9 now. I wonder how big she's gotten. Do you think she's changed a lot? The letter says, I don't know when you'll get this letter, but happy birthday, Bonnie. I'm back at Vegapunk's lab. Things are busy around here. Happy birthday, Bonnie. At least there are actual people who actually like her and are actually good people. Congratulations. Grand Connie made an extra special giant pizza for you. Woohoo. Thanks, I love it. And obviously she's chowing down. Okay, and then we're going a bit into future. People are taking naps. And Bonnie's like sneaking around. Oh, she's checking the like mail hatch thing. Nothing. There's still no letter. Oh, she's so sad. Daddy, I'm 9 now. You said you'd write. That's terrible. And now we're getting some narration, actually. And so another half a year passed without a single letter reaching the church. Revolutionary Army. I guess I was not expecting that, but Revolutionary Army HQ Baltigo. Kuma came to the rescue again. Yeah, it's just like all those other times. The revolutionary forces were on the ropes. Then he swooped in to save us at the last minute. After that, he left without saying a word. If Kuma wishes not to be followed, we have to respect that. Kuma-san, I'm sure he has his reasons for keeping us in the dark. I'm all better. Look, the stones are completely gone. I can finally go outside. Not a chance, Bonnie-chan. You must stay put. We've been told to keep you under close supervision until your 10th birthday. You liar. Vegapunk said I would be fine after a year. And that was a year ago. I forbid it. I'm glad she's actually, like, standing out to him. I think she kind of knows that, like, these people... I mean, she at least just thinks these people are at least annoying. I wouldn't say maybe she doesn't know that they're, like, absolutely terrible people, but... yeah. So, Connie right here. Alpha and the others are government intelligence aided. She's just barely telling these people this? Oh, and Bonnie's there too. I didn't even notice. They let slip while they were getting drinks in town. Apparently your disease has been cured for a while. Oh, I guess Connie didn't know either. Okay, I shouldn't be mad at her then. You must be missing something. Why would they keep a perfectly healthy young girl trapped inside for another 6 months? Also, I find it hard to believe that Kuma wouldn't write a single letter. Yeah. She continues on saying, I've already sorted everything out with Gyogyo and the others. Head for the port, Bonnie. Sail the seas and go find your father. Can I really do it? Gyogyo and the rest aren't your average fishermen. They're a strong pack of hooligans. I'm sure the pirates and the sea beasts will turn tail once they see them in action. I'm going back to the palace. They'll be there to help you find Kuma. I see. Take care. Oh, that's her talking to the nurse lady or whatever. All right. So this is the outside world. Oh wait, was that? That was Bonnie, disguised as Connie. At least that's what it seems to be. And she's thinking, so this is the outside world. There's so much dirt and grass. Look at the sky. There's the sun. Bonnie's actually walking outside. It's a miracle. There really is a God. I never thought I'd see the day. Bonnie, over here. Oh, and they already, like, got a ship and everything. Gyogyo, Tots, Potato. Look, everyone, I'm really outside. Where's Bonnie? I just saw the Queen Dowager outside. It's me, Bonnie. Okay, I didn't think she'd actually pretend to be... I mean, obviously it didn't work. You lying prune. Set sail. Yeah, it's too late now. Thank goodness. We made the ship look like a pizza for you. That's what, okay. That's what it's supposed to be. I was a bit confused, but that's nice. Oh my gosh, this lady. She is trying way too hard. Hold it right there. Alpha found us. I think you can get away from me. I beat you to within an inch of your life. Enough of this charade. I'll keep you chained up day and night. That'll make things much easier. And she's just sprinting towards them. Oh yeah, of course. She's a cipher pole agent. She has the 6 powers. She's flying towards us. That's one of the 6 powers. I was ordered to eliminate any accomplices. Hey, Daddy, what do you think Nico looked like? No one knows. Oh, and now she's using her power, the distorted future power. I'm surprised that she had a hold on this so early. Like, when we first saw it, I kind of thought that power would be, like, part of an awakened devil fruit. But no, she can use it just fine at such a young age. Bonnie, yeah, and she jumps up. She's getting ready to attack her. But this is Kuma in the flashback. He says, no one knows. But they say his body was all rubbery. There was no limit to what he could do in a fight. Give me a Nika-ish future. And she just punches her right in the face. I mean, yeah, it is actually kind of interesting how similar it is to the... How similar it looks to the... oh my gosh, why can't it... The Gum Fruit's powers. Her, like, arm is expanded and everything. Yeah, but she just socks her in the face. That's a great panel right there. The government would soon receive word that their hostage Bonnie escaped to find her father. Like Luffy and the others, her vessel would gain fame. It would go from a humble fishing boat to an infamous pirate ship in the new era. A young girl heading for the future. Yeah, so, and she was young, like barely, or I guess, no way, there's that time skip. So she's like 9 years old right now. And so, she's very young. She's only like 11 in the modern day, 11 or 12. But yeah, another great chapter. I was just thinking as I was going through this, like, this is such a detailed chapter for Bonnie. And, you know, at the end, it, you know, talks about, you know, like Luffy and others, they'd hold a vessel that would gain fame. And I was just thinking, like, there are several others of the worst generation that we just don't know too much about. And I'm just thinking, Oda could do so much with them still. Now, I don't know. I'm like, would he do a few more of the... I mean, obviously we got more law. I don't know. I don't think we really need, like, a kid backstory. I think he's a well enough established character. But it's like, I don't know. It's just really cool that we're seeing so much of this one specific character that we, like, beforehand barely saw any of. But yeah, it's really cool. I'm trying to think, what are the other members of the worst generation? There's like Apu and Hawkins, but they were already in Wano, and it was kind of shown that they're not going to be real important. I don't think. There's the monk Yarouge. What's he doing? Did he team up with? Was he like? I'm trying to think. Did he team up with one of the emperors at one point? Like either Big Mom or Kaido? I don't think so. What is he doing? I actually need to look this up. What was, like, how do I word this? What was the last thing we saw from Yarouge? I think I spelled that right. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. After 2 years time skip, he had 100 million very bad. I mean, I guess he didn't have a high bounty, so he maybe wasn't doing too much, but I don't know. It's interesting. I actually want to also look up all members of the worst generation. I think Drake is Drake is an interesting one. I don't know how much they'd show, because it's kind of like, you know, they kind of threw that in that little bit of a tease in Law's flashback, and it's like, Is that good enough? Like maybe that's Oda pretty much just showing like, okay, this is all we really need. It's like, okay, yeah, he was found as a child or whatever, brought in by the Navy, and he was just part of the Navy and stuff. So it's not anything crazy, obviously. But all right, let's see, who are all the members of the worst generation. I mean, obviously Luffy's or whatever. Yeah, I guess, I don't know. Now that I'm looking at this, we've like seen most of them except your Rouge, because we saw Beige or Beige or what? How do you say, is it Beige? Capone guy. Yeah, like we got a good amount of him in Whole Cake, so I don't think there's a whole lot. Like I'm mostly talking about backstories right now, if you couldn't notice, but I don't know. Like obviously, all these characters, could come back in some fashion. I think X Drake is the big one for me. I really want to see more of him. And but I'm just saying, I don't know how much of the worst generation we're gonna get, because this is a lot of stuff for Bonnie. So it's really interesting. But yeah, at the end of this chapter, still in the flashback. I'm guessing. Oh, but it's like it's like last time, where it's like they could leave it off here. It wouldn't be a terrible place to leave off. I mean, it's like, yeah, and now Bonnie starts her adventure, but do we see more of her adventure? Do we see a bit more of Kuma? We could, but we kind of already, we know the general idea of what happens, but Oda could still do so much with it, so who knows? I'm just really excited. This is such a cool part of One Piece we're at right now. But anyways, that's all I have to say on this chapter. Please tell me your thoughts on this video or this chapter in the comments down below. Remember to save the blobfish, and I'll see you guys next time.